Metatron, Quan Yin, The Sacred Key, Purity Magnifier. By Anna Merkaba. July 22, 2016. Website: sacredascensionmerkaba.com. Produced by Higher Self.
Greetings everyone, I hope that all of you are doing exceptionally well. I know it has been a long time since I've touched base with all of you. Today, I come to you with a new message that I have received from Archangel Metatron and Quan Yin. Quan Yin has supplied us with a fantastic sacred key which should assist you in meditating yourself into balance. This particular sacred key is called the Purity Magnifier. Before I tell you more about it, I would like to say that the channeling that I am sharing with you today talks about a few very important points that I would like to briefly touch upon. In the channeling, Metatron and the company of heaven are talking about karma. Karma that has been accumulated by many on this planet, and the time has come to release this karma. Please note that there is a big difference between the karmic wheel of life and karma. Everyone has some form of what is called karma on this planet, however not everyone is actually stuck on the karmic wheel of life. Many who come to me for a healing session whose origin prior to their present earthly incarnation is outside of Earth, such as starseeds, angelics, etc., are not stuck on the wheel of karma, and what they believe to be their human karmic debt is but an illusion, caused by what is known as karmic containment units. Once these containment units are removed, tremendous shifts in consciousness occurs. I deal with karmic containment units on a daily basis and talk more about them on my blog. So to recap, all of us have what is known as karma on this planet, but not everyone is stuck on the karmic wheel of life. I will talk more about that in my future messages to you, but briefly I want to say that karma is completely misunderstood by most of us. Karma can be changed incredibly easily, because truly it is cause and effect, where intent and actions of an individual cause or influences the future of that individual effect. So, the point of this message is to say that those who wish to release their karma, or to be released from the karmic wheel of life, have a perfect opportunity to do so with the assistance of beautiful new helpful energies which our planet is being supplied with daily, but we will still have to consciously tune into our karma, understand it, and release it, in order to create new experiences that we wish to partake of. Another point that our etheric counterparts are touching upon are blueprints. New blueprints that many of us have accepted during our latest invocations. What I wanted to share with you are my own recent experiences with these shifts. What is basically happening for many of us is, due to our acceptance of these new blueprints, or new pathways or missions on this new platform that we are all being moved to, is that our various timelines and past events that have happened with us are being recalibrated, merged, balanced, and cleansed. What we really are experiencing is the merging timelines. Personally, and I am sure that many of you are also experiencing this, in the last few weeks I am continuously finding myself tuning into various parts of my life's past events, clearly seeing and feeling everything as if it is occurring right at this moment, but with a tiny bit of a different twist than what has actually happened. This occurs randomly throughout the day and usually lasts a few seconds. I feel as if I am constantly moved and shuffled through various experiences that I've had in the past, where I feel tremendous changes are taking place in order to create a new pathway that I have chosen in my present reality. It is as if the future events are influencing my previous experiences in order to align to one path which is the best one for me. I know that many of you are experiencing this, and so I wanted to share this with you so that you know what is happening on a conscious level if you haven't already figured it out. And finally, many of you are experiencing the old sensations and feelings that you thought you have already dealt with a billion times over, rearing up again, but this time, you are actually able to not just allow these sensations to pass, but finalize your realizations and understandings of past events in connection with the present moment, and the moments that are yet to arrive. I understand that all of this might be very confusing at times, and tiresome, as it takes so much energy to deal with all of these frequencies, and changes, accelerating of events and then sudden halt of everything you've been working on. All of these fluctuations can drive any one of us mad. That is why I am guided to share the Purity Magnifier's sacred key with all of you today, along with a few other tools to help you get through this time as sensibly as possible. I have received this download from Quan Yin and had asked a very talented graphic artist for help in bringing it to life for you here today. This sacred key is the picture you see. That is exactly how I saw it in my mind's eye. What Quan Yin has explained is that this particular key should help us with unraveling of the hidden potential of the human vehicle, balancing of yin-yang, assistance in moving onto a new platform, assistance in leaving the old behind, resurrection of purity, transmutation of outdated structures, assistance in transforming from one state to another, finding balance, preparing the vehicle for ascension, finding your way. Quan Yin asks that you meditate on the Purity Magnifier thrice daily, 3 times, for a few minutes, how many depends on you, for 7 days. Meditating on this key would simply mean that you are to sit in a relaxed state observing the picture that you see here and allowing the energy to be transmitted to you in order to assist you with everything stated above, that is all. For those of you who wish to have a tool with Quan Yin's energies and the energies of the Purity Magnifier, I highly recommend that you reach out to Natalya Ankh, who co-creates phenomenally powerful metaphysical tools. One of her tools that is also very active right now, and by that I mean that I feel its energy exceptionally much lately, is Saint Germain's disc. Saint Germain has actually visited me again recently, and has explained that the violet flame will become very active again, and his presence throughout our lives, as well as his twin flame Lady Portia, will begin to truly transform us. So as you can see, all of the great ascended masters are collaborating and working closely together at this time to assist us in keeping our energies steady. The violet flame works by changing vibrations. In physics, vibration is the speed of oscillation, the speed at which something moves back and forth. On the atomic level, vibration can be understood to be the speed at which electrons orbit around the nucleus of the atom. The violet flame works by changing vibrations on this level. For those of you not familiar with Saint Germain's tool, here is a brief description of it. Saint Germain's violet flame transmutation disc is infused with Saint Germain's energies and the energies of the violet flame. Violet flame is one of the most powerful vibrational frequencies which enters our field of vision as ultraviolet and violet. This frequency operates on opening up our 8th chakra and crown chakra, the chakras of divinity, and connects us with the divine. In doing so, it purifies our whole body, removes blockages, releases the past, and transmutes all that stands in the way of total recognition and understanding of self. The violet flame works by changing vibrations. In physics, vibration is the speed of oscillation, the speed at which something moves back and forth. On the atomic level, vibration can be understood to be the speed at which electrons orbit around the nucleus of the atom. The violet flame works by changing vibrations on this level. The violet flame transmutes this negative energy. It does not simply surround and remove the energy, but transforms it into light. Because there is less density within the atom, the electrons whirl faster and faster, thereby raising your vibration. The violet flame disc is infused with Saint Germain's violet flame energies, and is bound to find a special place in your heart, as it opens up your crown chakra, transmuting the old, welcoming in the new, and connecting you with the divine. I am also guided to share with you 2 more items that should help you at this time. I am sure I've mentioned this to you before. Right now would be a good time to supplement our nervous system with cell salt number 6. Here is a brief overview of what this amazing cell salt does, as presented by Peter Broadhead CN. Caliphos is the number 1 cell salt for weak memory, nerve, and brain tonic. A great remedy for conditions arising from want of nerve power. The person is nervous, restless, sensitive, easily frightened or startled, weak and easily exhausted. Neurasthenia, nerve exhaustion. Caliphos sharpens the memory. Weak memory and overuse of the brain. Great stress buster for students, exams, accountants, and mental occupations. Brain fatigue, brain fog, prostration of mind. Combines well with ginkgo, gotu kola, and lecithin. The phosphorus from lecithin is what's used to make Caliphos, exam funk, performance anxiety. Mentally stressed and worn out from taking on too much. Drug addiction, DT senility, Alzheimer's, anacardium for complete loss of memory, also illumina, early stages of MS, it may help stabilize nerve sheaths. Depression without a cause. Indisposed to meet people or talk with them, depressed and gloomy. St. John's wort and Caliphos complementary herbs go well with cell salts, Kava with Caliphos chronic fatigue syndrome from overuse of the brain. A major insomnia remedy. Sleepless from worry, business troubles, insomnia, especially for people who work irregular hours. Yawning, hyperventilation, nightmares in children who wake up screaming, or talking in sleep. Caliphos is a convalescent remedy after stroke. Arnica is very good if used immediately after a stroke, worry, mental fatigue, careworn look on the face. Homeopathic Valium taken to gently calm a person down who is nervous or stressed. A good tonic for the high-strung nervous type of person. As you can see, this salt has phenomenal properties and I highly recommend it for those of you who feel drawn to it. I personally use cell salts and absolutely love them as they provide immediate relief. You can purchase the cell salt anywhere online. Amazon sells these, as well as iherb.com, and they ship all over the world. You can also find these in your local health food store. And finally, the lotus flower essence. As you have seen, the Purity Magnifier contains a lotus flower within it, and so to maximize the effects of this particular sacred key, Quan Yin is guiding me to share some information about the lotus flower elixir that is made with the energies of the lotus flower. Once again, if you resonate with what it is designed to assist with, and are being pulled to this flower essence, then you should give it a try. If not, then you do not need it at this time. Lotus flower essence stimulates the 7th crown chakra, to open to divine inspiration and spiritual liberation. For those who seek enlightenment and inspired insight, the lotus flower remedy holds the key to spiritual liberation and freedom, so that the individual may find their way toward inner peace and sanctuary. Archetype of the lotus flower is Quan Yin. Quan Yin offers reassurance and inspiration as you begin your spiritual quest for full awakening, appearing to you in whatever form will most aid you on your journey. In general, lotus hastens recovery from illness, so it can be given to the patient at the start of therapy. It is a very good aid to healers in diagnosing patients more accurately and ameliorates the anxiety of a healer about the patient's problems. When in doubt about which therapy to prescribe or when the patient's condition is confusing, Lotus opens up the case by clearing the picture. Lotus aids in cleaning the entire system of toxins, physical or subtle. It can be used in bath therapy, and can also be used locally along with lotus oil, or in a cream or lotion base with lotus essence added. The essence augments the effectiveness of kinesiology, aromatherapy, homeopathy, and tissue salts, and is also used on acupressure points. Now, having said this, here is the channeling that I have received from Archangel Metatron and the 33rd dimension. The memory banks of the past, the intricately designed waves of ascension, the timelines of the chosen momentum, and the liberating energies of love, are swiftly moving through all points of being. Dearly beloved children of the universe, through the incarnation of your present momentum, through the incarnation within your present vehicles of time and space, you have transversed eons. Liberation of your hearts and souls is approaching. Liberation of your hearts from the malevolent influences of the past, the malevolent influences of the thinking patterns that you have ingrained within your very subatomic principles of being are unraveling before you, unraveling and releasing all that no longer belongs on your path to freedom and entitlement of being. The outdated thinking patterns of those who have come before you, are disappearing from the blueprint that you have all accepted during the latest invocation. The new blueprint that has indeed been downloaded and delivered into your hearts have begun to activate the codices necessary to rewire your physical vessels of time and space onto a new energetic frequency, onto a new frequency on which your vehicles shall continue to operate in the weeks and months to come. Those of you who have indeed accepted the new blueprints into their hearts shall find yourselves experiencing the changes and realignments within your bodies, within your minds, throughout the day, and during dream time, as you are being fully rewired and assisted in releasing the old, and welcoming in the true essence of that which you are. Your vehicles are being rewired and recalibrated to be able to function on a new frequency which you have chosen to experience. A new frequency which shall allow you to absorb more light into your vessels, light that you shall then be able to carry within your bodies, and share said light with those who have not yet accepted the new blueprint into their hearts. With said light, you shall then be able to activate the dormant memory of that which they are, and stimulate their desire to grow and return to the purity of being in balance with all that is. And so, and thus, the new blueprints shall allow those of you chosen to experience higher frequencies to anchor new informational encodings, translating them into innovations that shall continue to balance, clear, cleanse, and fortify all whom your way shall come, enlightening them with informational encodings necessary to assist said souls in releasing themselves from the prison of that which they have recreated for themselves, so that all can find unity with that which they truly are and begin their journeys home, to their very own higher selves. The moment of tremendous change and potential for human collective shift in consciousness has arrived, and the window of opportunity to transverse time and space collectively, in order to arrive on a platform which shall allow all to release their karmic debts, by finally understanding the lessons laying therein, learn from said lessons, finally release said karma, and consciously walk into a new phase of their soul's eternal journey. And so and thus, the time for karmic release, karmic debt, and karmic debris clearance has arrived, and all whom wish to utilize the new energies shall be able to do so with vigor and might. For all are being supported in this new momentum. For all are welcomed into the new reality where all that one wishes to experience shall be delivered to them instantaneously. Be mindful of that which you wish to experience, for all is occurring with lightning quantum speed, and shall propel you onto a framework that your thoughts are generating for you every moment. Know that the next few months of your earthly time shall prove very fruitful for you now. Know that you are being recalibrated, rewired, rebirthed, so that you can fully function freely on the new platform, and gain the necessary access to information that you are to then manifest for all of humanity. For all 7 billion souls residing therein. Remember, that you are the co-creators of this now moment, and so monitor your thoughts diligently as you adhere to the new principles of being. Know that you are supported, loved, and applauded and revered by all that is. Know that we are walking with you hand in hand and foot in foot. Know that it is so. For it is. That is all that we have for you now. We love you. We are with you. Goodbye for now.
Anna mentioned Natalya Ankh, who makes the metaphysical tools, so I have put her email address down in the description box if you would like to contact her.